Hello, hello. Welcome back, badass entrepreneurs. Welcome back to day 4. I can't believe we're on day 4 already of our challenge. It's already Thursday. So I hope that you are having a great week so far. And I cannot wait to dive into the content that I have for you today in continuing this journey of building and scaling your badass business through positioning yourself as the authority in your niche, as the expert that you are, crafting a high ticket offer, and really coming up with the strategy behind your organic marketing, your messaging, and all the different components that it would take for you to scale a mission driven business that will give you the freedom and will give you the impact that you would like to make in the world. So, just to recap from the prior days of the workshop, if you have been missing any of the workshop days, all the videos are pinned to the front of the group. They're into the announcement section, and they're also you can use the hashtag challenge day 1, 2, and 3, and today we're on day 4 to find these videos easier if you haven't been able to join us live every day at 12 p.m. Eastern. So, a little bit of a journey again. We've been talking about your get known factor, your messaging, your business, 5 systems to organic marketing, how to craft a high ticket offer, pricing a high ticket offer, and a lot of the pitfalls that come about with that, why undercharging is something that a lot of entrepreneurs are doing and that I hope you're not going to be doing after our workshop yesterday. And then all the pitfalls that come and all the brain drama that comes with charging a higher ticket price for your offer. And today I will speak about the law of reciprocity and how that connects to building a really amazing community of ideal clients that become your Raven fans, that become the people that are root for you and are getting the service that you can provide for them. And I will speak about the 5 systems to scaling and what must always happen in your business every day in order for your marketing to always be turned on so that you are not losing track of serving your clients, but then you have no one in your pool of leads or in your pool of new clients that are streaming through your business daily. All right. So as usual, if you are here live today, just say hi in the comments. I would love to welcome you back through comments. I love to see as many highs as possible. So just say hi in the comment, and we'll be able to connect that way. And I will start. So the law of reciprocity, and why is it so important? So as I spoke about through the previous days, we are always dealing with other human beings. We're always building community and relationships. Every time that we are serving someone, there's a law of reciprocity, right? You give and then you get back, right? So whatever you put in comes back to you, right? It's how the universe works. And I promise you, I'm not going to turn this into a spiritual mindset session. I will tie this with the strategy beautifully because I believe there's truth to both things, right? So when you give, it comes back to you. So that's the mindset that you want to have when you are selling your offers, right? You want to be of service. You want to be giving and you shall receive, right? Right? When you give, you shall always receive back. So this is something to always keep in mind, to be in that service mindset, as I spoke about in the first session with the servant leadership. You want to be serving your customers by giving, and then you'll be getting, you always will be getting something back. And in this case, it will be people that you can help and then you can impact. I spoke about intuition and how important that is, especially as let's just call it a skill, a soft skill, right? So intuition in business is very important. And when you are building a community, as I will speak about a few strategies of how to build a community, people that you have in your pool of where you'll be sending them to nurture the relationships. It's very important to use your intuition to actually figure out the needs of the community you are serving, right? So every time you're working and you're strategically creating content, and you are working with them on your, whether it's your one-on-one offer, your group coaching offer, or you have another service done for them that you offer to them, it's very important to be very intuitive over what their needs are and how is it that you can always serve them in a better way, right? So always being addicted with this constant process of improvement, and how is it that you can serve your community in a better way. And I spoke about how to actually start building a community. I spoke about the strategy behind, once you know who your ideal customer is, where they hang out, where do they congregate, then that's where you start building the community, right? And that is that hub. That was one of the 5 systems that I spoke to you about scaling. Where is that hub that you'll be sending them to, so you can connect, you can nurture the relationships further, you can intuitively figure out what are their needs and how to better serve them, right? So where is that hub that you're always sending your customers to, or your potential your community to, that you can then be in a better position to leverage that, so you can continue to serve and nurture this community. And as I said, there's a strategy behind where you want to hang out, right? Where you would like to be. You don't have to be in all the social media platforms, depending on the service or product you offer. You definitely want to put more focus and attention on building the community in that platform that your community is available or hangs out the most, right? So you need to go to them, right? You don't want to bring the people to you. It's going to be a give and take for both. Um, ROI, I spoke about return on investment. So however you price yourself, that is the perception that you'll be putting out there as far as what your potential client looks at, right? That is the value of your brand. However you price yourself, that is the perception of the value of your brand. That's very, very important. However you price yourself, that is a perception of the value of your brand. So do not be afraid, like I said, to charge what you have to offer for the value of the brand that you are building. ROI, return on investment, is in the eye of the beholder. Just like we say, beauty is in the eye of the beholder. It's very true. We both can look at 2 different things, and I have a different perception about how valuable that is, and your customer might have a different perception about how valuable something is. So that makes it easier when you understand that the perception that your customer is placing on your value, it's a reflection of how you present yourself, your content, your messaging, how you serve them, the results you've been able to create for other clients, right? So it's all the perception of your brand that is coming through from your customers' eyes. And all your customers will be different, and their perception of your brand will be different, right? But the idea is that the more customers that you serve, the more clear you can be with your brand, you will be attracting, law of reciprocity, those ideal clients that you would like to serve. And like I said yesterday, when you are charging for the results that you deliver, then you automatically be attracting better quality clients, and clients that actually are committed to work with you and are ready and hungry to get the results that you promise them. So there's 3 things that must be happening in your business every day. It's like that faucet that's always running water. There's always 3 things. Like if your business doesn't have the water running at all times, then you will be in the position where you, like I said, you have no new sales coming in, no new energy coming in, no new people coming in. So you must always be attracting, nurturing, and closing your customers. So the faucet should have 3 different sets of operations. So always attract, nurture and close. So you must have a system of scaling to how do you attract new people to you in your world, people to your community? How do you nurture them? How do you turn cold leads to warm leads? And how do you close them? And how do you have this sales conversation? And I'll touch upon that a little bit. The sales process, the sales conversation, it's such a challenge for a lot of people, right? So how do you close? Because unless you close sales, then you are not making the income that you desire. And you're in survival mode, and that's not the mode that we want to be in for sure. So those are the three things. Always remember that they must be always running your business ongoing. If you don't have any of those right now, you need to sit down and come up with the system of how do you constantly ensure that you are attracting, nurturing, and closing new clients at all times. Sales process. I'll speak a little bit about the sales process of how that kind of looks like, right, for a lot of people. So you always want to be attracting, right? When you're attracting people in your world, whether that's through a podcast you created, a new video you uploaded on YouTube, content that you are creating on your social media platforms, um, conversations that you're having in the messengers. By the way, the magic happens in the connections we make privately a lot of times, right? So we want to start attracting people to our world, and then we'll start having conversations with them, right? So once we have conversations with them, once we know who we are targeting and who is our ideal client, by the way, you want to build communities with your ideal clients. I think I said that at the beginning. And then once you actually get those people in your world, then you want to start nurturing those relationships and you want to have conversations. The more conversation, you can't let people come to you. You have to go to them. You have to start conversations, right? You have to, in human conversations, just like I spoke about on day one, how do we connect to other humans? It's not that hard, right? It's just the same as you would say hi to someone on the street or in your local neighborhood. Hi, how are you? How was your weekend? Right? Just start nurturing those relationships, start those conversations, not with the result that you have in your mind to sell, but with the desire to serve and get to know the other person. Um, we don't want more people cold selling on messengers. I don't know if you've opened your messengers, but there's always someone offering you something without even building a relationship. That does not work. So you want to start those conversations. And of course, there is a script that you develop over time that you want to perfect and process and make it better, that makes sense for your business. But you want to actually, once you start those conversations, you want to start qualifying your customers, right? You want to get as much information as possible so you could see if the problem, if they're having the problem you could solve, right? So that's the process there. And then once you figure out they're having that problem, the next step is ideally to have a chat with them, so you could see of how you can get more information and actually be able to be in front of them, so you can present the solution that you have to them, right? And that's kind of how the process goes. And then you, after the fact, you want to be able to handle rejections or objections, I should say. By the way, rejection is the name of the game. Rejection to me is redirecting. If a customer is not, is not ready or they don't have time, the two most major common objections are I don't have time or I don't have the money, right? So you have to be able to answer and overcome, help them for themselves overcome those objections. Because it's not like your service is not good that you have to provide, it's because they have to get over themselves. So you're really helping them get out of their own way with the way that you are guiding the conversation of your sales process, right? And then you always want to follow up. There's magic in private conversation and there's magic in the follow-up, right? You have to follow up. Just because someone said they're not ready now doesn't mean they might not be ready in a month or a couple of months. So you need to have a very clear system of how you are following up with your potential clients. and you want to be very, very consistent with this process. All right. I hope that this resonates. Just let me know in the comments if anything I've shared so far has been valuable, or if anything stuck with you, or maybe it's really hitting that nerve at this point where you're kind of like, oh my gosh, yes, that's exactly what I needed to hear. And maybe sometimes, guys, sometimes it's not like we need new information. It's maybe hearing the same information or the same thing we've known, but we're not really doing a couple of times before it hits home. There's many times where I hear the same speaker or the same person, and if I listen to it a month after, I'm hearing something new because I'm in a new thing in my business. So there's a lot of value of of repetition. That's how we learn as human beings. We learn by repetition, and a lot of times by repeating things that are said over and over until we, like I said, we hear something new that might help us, that might give us that aha moment in the moment to get us to that next level. So the 5 systems to scaling, as I said, the 5 systems are content to conversion, having a content strategy. As I spoke about messaging being such an important part of your content strategy, of your marketing content strategy. PR status, public relations, right? Visibility, as I said, the more exposure, the better. The more you are in the eye of your ideal community or clients, the better for you, right? Because then eventually you can by pollinate communities and bring people over to your world as well. So you have to claim your position status and your authority status. And being visible is absolutely power positioning yourself in visibility. It's absolutely the way to do that. And I mentioned about live launching. As I said, throughout all the content that's available out there, being live on video is the most important and most powerful one because, like I said, there's nurturing, there's a relationship that's being built when you watch someone on video and you get to see their mimics, you get to see their energy, their passion, and also their knowledge, right? They're sharing with you something that's valuable that you can relate to. And ideally, that's the one thing that attracts you to find out more information about that person. Um, Nurturing, having a hub, like I said, having a place where you're sending your customers or your community or your new potential customers is a must. Having a hub where they all go to. And then I talked about a team, right? The dream is not, you need a team to build a dream. You need a dream team to build your dreams. So as you are exhausting yourself in the process, if you're a solopreneur now, you definitely want to look at ways to buy time. And when you hire, you're buying time. You're adding another person. Yes, you are investing back. You're putting money into the person, but you are investing into buying time. So that person that comes onto, let's say, part-time, let's say you hire someone for 20 hours a week, it's increasing your productivity by an extra 20 hours. So it's like you're buying time through hiring a team, hiring people that you delegate to. Otherwise, you will just always be an entrepreneur, a solopreneur, and that is definitely not the way to ever scale. You'll always stay small. So I spoke about, building a dream team on day one and what that looks like, and the difference between contractors and the difference between hiring part-time to full-time employees who are committed and who are really bought into your vision and can really bring in the revenue and the sales, and they're not a cost to you; they're an investment. Look at the human capital as an investment, right? Your employees are always an investment, not a liability, and not an expense. Because you need to have people around you that are bringing you more business, so they can justify for the what you are paying them, because they are giving you back a return on that investment, on investing on an employee. So they're giving you back on that return as well. And most important is people that are absolutely believing in your mission. And that's like one of the most important things in having people that are working with you full time there or part time. All right, so I will check in with the comments. Hello, hello everyone. Say hi, Oriana. Nika, thanks for coming back. If there's any questions at this point, just let me know. Thanks for coming back. Hi, Angel. Hello, hello, Irita. Yeah, thank you guys for coming back. If you have any questions over what I've covered so far, absolutely let me know. And like I said, I'll be able to answer them in the comments or in a messenger. I am dedicating my time this week to serve you. So absolutely just let me know what questions might arise out of the content for this particular workshop. And I definitely want to invite you to, I want to talk about the program that I have available, which is the Build Your Badass Business 3-month program, where I offer one-on-one coaching. We work together very closely on your business with all the framework that I've spoke about so far, and I'll continue to speak about until the last day of the workshop, with the framework of um, figuring out, clearing out your positioning, really helping you position yourself as the expert in the industry, clarifying what is it that you do, giving you, helping you with that expert position, that expertise, and then working on whether you have an offer already. We can work on tweaking that into a high ticket offer and really working on all the components, the structure that you would need to put that together and make that scalable. If you don't have an offer already, then I would definitely work with you to craft that high ticket offer, as I've been saying in the workshop already. Working with crafting that high ticket offer into all the components that you would need so that offer becomes scalable. We would come up with a marketing strategy together, right? So once we clarify who your ideal clients is, positioning you, helping you craft your offer, we will figure out a marketing strategy together over how what that looks like. What does your messaging look like? What is your content strategy look like? What platforms to be on? How to position yourself there, and all the 5 systems of, like I said, of scalability would work with you on all the different components of your PR position, your power positioning, your content strategy, your nurturing your client hub, figuring out what that looks like, figuring out a live launch method for your business as well, so you can get a bulk amount of clients within one time and have a system that repeats itself. Work with you a repeatable system over the attract, nurture, and close your clients. And then, of course, work on strategizing on how to start getting a team around you based on the level that you might be in your business right now. So all those things, and then of course strategizing on your sales process, which is the most important thing. So once you attract and you nurture and you close your clients, how, what does that process look like, right? We will come up with a repeatable process that you can then get people on your team to repeat for you, so then you can start scaling your business faster when you're not the only one there trading in time for money, overworking, staying small, and doing it all on your own, and a lot of times without the results that you are looking for. This is on an application basis because just like I taught you on the workshop, I want to work with people that are ready, willing and able, and are committed to getting the results that they want in their business. So I want to make sure that you are ready to do that. So there is an application. I will add the link of the application at the bottom of this video as well, so you can fill that out. But what I would say is I would recommend you still fill out an application, because I still want to, we could still meet together so we could still strategize. There's still value, even though maybe the program might not be the best for you. There's still value in strategizing I will help you strategize where you are and where you need to be and really clarify that positioning of your business at that point in time. So you will definitely walk away with a free strategy based on where you are in your business. So what might be some of the next steps that you might need to take, whether you work or we work together or not. So either way, I would definitely encourage you to fill out the application. And the price for this will be 3 months working with me on all the different framework that I just explained. And it will be weekly meetings together. So you will have very high accountability. And I know that's something for a lot of people is very valuable and support. Weekly, we'll meet together weekly, and then you'll go in and, of course, take the action steps from all of the strategy that we'll be working together. And then coming back, and then you'll have access to me through Messenger, through voice on Messenger, 9 to 5 Eastern time zone, because when you take action, you'll always come up with pitfalls that will get in your way. So that's where I want to offer you the additional support besides our meeting times weekly for an hour. I want to offer you the additional support through Messenger so you can voice message me over with anything that comes your way, with questions, anything that will get in your way of getting through the framework into getting you in front of your ideal client and getting you sales and positioning you. As I said, with your new offer or with your existing offer that we will work on together. So the program is, the investment is $1,500 a month or for 3 months, or you can pay in full today. And I'm doing a special because of the challenge. So the regular price would be $4,500 for the 3 months, but I'm doing a special if you pay in full. The bonus is that you get the whole program $1,000 off, and you'll only pay $3,500, which is a really great deal. I don't usually offer this, but like I said, I wanted to come here and serve. And that's the mindset that I always have, to serve my clients. So if you pay in full, the price will be $3,500. And if not, then it will be $1,500 monthly. So there will be an application link. So definitely fill out the application. Like I said, whether we qualify to work together or not, you still get a free strategy session together, and that is very, very valuable. So there's nothing to lose on your end as well. I'm a big proponent of setting up win-win relationships and win-win situations. So this is definitely something that would be a win for you to really get that clarity out of that session, even though, like I said, it might not be something that we will continue together. So either way, I want to serve you, and I want to definitely help you with the solution and the awareness that you might need at that point in time to scale your business. So definitely, I will send like I said, the application link on the bottom of the comments. On the bottom of the comments, on the comment section of this video. So you'll have it there as well. And tomorrow we'll talk all about how to build your dream team. And also we'll talk about vision, how to build the vision and how to share the vision with your dream team, and how to really help them scale your business as well. So that's what we will talk about tomorrow. As usual, thank you so much for those of you that came on live. And if you, by any chance, will watch the video later, it'll be here in the group with the hashtag Challenge Day 4, or it'll be pinned on the announcement section, so you'll be able to find it easily. Have a blessed day. Thank you so much again for coming on, and I'll see you tomorrow, same time. Bye, everyone.